Hello, everyone. Cassandra Good reporting to you live from our home office here in Albany, Georgia. And guys, I know it has been several weeks since I've actually made a video last. Excuse me. And in those weeks, excuse me, a lot of things have actually happened. And so what I want to share with you is a couple of things that have happened that have prohibited me from actually doing any videos. And that was number one, I had, with the change of weather, I had first thought I had the flu or pneumonia, didn't have either one of them, but I did have an upper respiratory infection along with laryngitis, something I've never had in my life. Still a little bit of remnants of it, but I'm better enough now so that I can actually share with you all exactly the transformation, what has happened as of November 7th, 2017 with AGAM and Questra. Okay, so as we know, some of you all have probably already, alongside with scrambling and finding information for yourself, or maybe even checking out other videos of what you can actually come up with as to what is going on with Agam and what is going on with Questra. Well, me just saying verbally, I will say this. Now, there's going to be a link below this video that will take you to our past president and owner of Agam, and I'm going to call him Mr. V because I really don't want to mess up his name. But I'm going to put that below the video so that you can see him actually telling you. But this is exactly in a nutshell exactly what has happened. Here's a 72-year-old owner that has created a GOM and has been in full force operation since 2009, being the owner of a GOM, which is Atlanta Global Asset Management, and seeing it to that point in a healthy way. Okay, then as health declines, of course, there's a excerpt in his video that lets you basically know that, hey, I'm 72 years old, I have ran its course with this particular opportunity, but there's still so much valuable opportunity to step forward with innovation. Realizing that he's 72 years old, he decides to pass it on, along with a little bit of declining health alongside of that, pass it on to a younger, more vigor, and not only that, someone who is still fresh and it can step into this opportunity of a GOM and take it to the next level. Now, the person, Mr. Han, who is going to become the new owner, who is presently going through a DD process, which is the due diligent process of ownership and making sure that everything is where it needs to be. They're actually transferring over into the Hong Kong headquarters now, the Hong Kong office. So, guys, look at it like this. If you, in a brick and mortar sense, you're looking at a grandfather passing something down to a son, a father, or excuse me, you could say a son passing something down, or a father passing something down to a son, and then that son could pass down. Each generation, we realize and we acknowledge our strengths. So with those strengths, each generation calls for a different innovation. And so when we realize that maybe our steam has run its full course, that the next generation would be the up and more improved steam that can transcend and take it to the next level. And that's exactly what's going on right now. The new owner, I think if I'm not mistaken, he's either 51 or 52, and I know it was in the video, so please excuse me, please forgive me if I did not get that exact number, but Mr. Han is in his early 50s. So he has a 20-year light head advantage over our Mr. V. And that means that his whole attribute, his whole expertise is in IT solution, organization, and management. We can't go anywhere but up from there. So that's just my little light version of that. But I want to take you down to what we have in our group is direct access to information that we've been privy to let us know exactly what's going on with AGAM, and what's going on with, because it's been sold to Asia Trade excuse me, Asia Trade Limited Group, or Group Limited. I think I want to make sure I'm saying that right. So that's something that you'll be able to see. So I'm going to go down here and I want you to see what, now this is directly from our group. And since it's directly from our group, I wanted to just read a little bit of this. I've collected some more proof. Now this is proof that there has been documentation, there is legitimacy to switching over to a company that is stable, above board, they're licensed, they're registered. All of this has been founded out. Okay, so there's no trying to figure out, oh, well, is there something else? They just trying to, before they disappear, or they just saying this or whatever. This company has already been established. Okay, it has already been established, as well as the new owner, Mr. Han himself, has already have businesses in Australia, Hong Kong, Asia, a couple other places. Okay, this has already been established. This is not someone that just came up off the street and is just saying, okay, I want to be the business owner for AGAM. That is not how that is at all. Okay, this research has been done that the company status was live as of March 6, 2015. Okay, and so this March coming in of 2018, that will be 3 years. Am I saying that right? Yeah, that would be 3 years. It's, the company is solvent and free from receivership, so there's no gray area there. It is pertinent. It is factual what is actually going on here. They've also ordered some copies of the documents from the government. Okay, as an online user, they've been able to go ahead and submit for a small fee documentation of legitimacy of the company, as you can see down here. And I want to bring this up just a little bit, maybe so you can see that. I want everybody to see that just a little bit here, so you can actually see the company, Asia Trade Group Limited. Now that's who has taken over AGAM. I'm going to take that back to its original side. That's who has taken over AGAM and ownership, and that's where everything is being transferred over to. Okay, while we're on this hiatus, or while we're on a slight delay, to make sure that everything transitions properly. Now, I want to introduce you to Mr. Han. Now, I'm going to try to enlarge this just a little bit so if you can see. This is Mr. Han. And these are just letting you know the new AGAM headquarters in Hong Kong. Okay. Now, people have asked me, Cassandra, are they changing the name or what? Now, that part, guys, I have to say I have not been privy to that information. That information has not been divulged to us, that the name AGAM itself is going to be changed. I have no idea. I don't know if that'll be a merging company aside from, the Asia Trade Group Limited, or if that's going to be something that's going to be set to the side and hold its own weight, or if it's going to merge and be maybe a department of the Asia Trade Group Limited. I'm not sure. But here we did receive, and this is pretty current, if you ask me, November 10th, we received information here. And of course, I share this information because when I find information, when our group gets the information, we know that it's factual, because that's what we deal with. We don't deal with anything that could be just people opinion. We actually deal with factual things. So just letting us know, with a global fintech city, meaning that this city right here, guys, I'm gonna tell you something, has emerged into a serious financial center. So AGAM is sitting right in the midst of a financial center. Okay, this is just something that is not, you don't just go and sit a company in the middle of a financial center and not expect some powerful results from it. Okay, so I'm just staying on here just a little bit because I'm going to allow you to be able to read for yourself as you go through this video. I didn't want to keep this video long. I definitely just wanted to make sure that I reconnect with you all and let you all know that I'm fully aware. I wanted to give you some information just on exactly not to geek out, not to freak out, not to think, okay, where's this going? I don't know what's happening. All of this. And at the conclusion of this, I will tell you this. I have some people that have asked me, Cassandra, what do you think? Why didn't they tell us they were going to sell? Why didn't they tell us this, that, and other? And I'm going to leave this right here on this so you can see this. Just like I said, just some information purposes for you. I have been around for a good amount of years, okay? And I have witnessed several companies closing. And I have to be honest with you. Some of the companies you were aware of, they made it public knowledge, especially if people had stock involved in that company. It was a public acknowledgement, a public announcement that that company was going to close. But I have to tell you, not one time had I ran into companies that when they closed, they told the employees or that they let it be known that they will get ready to close. The reason why is because if you tell a bunch of employees, say like you have 300 employees or 400 or 500 employees, you tell them, okay, on June 10th, we are going to be shutting our doors and here it is 3 months ahead. You still have contracts, you still have commitments, you still have things that need to be fulfilled until June 10th as your responsibility for a company. They're not going to tell the employees that they're going to close on June 10th. Why? Because those employees will do one or two things: quit, don't show up for work, or they're looking for other jobs. And I know I said one or two things and I said three things, but two kind of coincided into one. What does that mean? You will not be able to fulfill your contracts that you have up until June 10th because now you don't have employees to work and make sure that the production levels are up to par and where they need to be to fulfill those orders until the actual closing for June 10th. Okay? Also, it causes mass hysteria. What I mean by mass hysteria, you're talking about a serious shift mentally and financially, not for just the employee, but for the company. When a company is getting ready to be sold or they're trying to sell, the last thing they want to do when they have a stellar quarterly profit potential reports that are happening regularly, the last thing they need is all of a sudden in the last quarter until they actually transferring or they're going to close, they don't need to lose the participation that brought them to that point of a proper potential. Now, I hope I'm saying that as clear as I possibly can so that you can understand that. I'm not making any excuses. I'm just telling you what I feel as transformation is doing. I feel very good about it. I feel at this particular time, like I tell everyone, let's make sure we diversify. If you want to know what I'm diversified into, connect with me at askcassandragoode@gmail.com and I can share that with you. Okay, and remember, I do not connect with anything that is less than a year old anymore. I previously mentioned that in videos that I have shared with you all on my YouTube channel because I need people to feel comfortable. I need people to feel secure, and I need people to understand that I'm doing my due diligence to make sure that we step into platforms that will flourish and that will allow us to be able to create wealth generation. Okay, that's what this is all about. Also, I want to share with you guys, please, by all means, and I'm going to type this out, please, by all means, capture all of your back office info. If you are in AGAM, okay, that means you also have access to Questra. If you if you brought anybody in, I definitely want you to go ahead and take pictures and use Microsoft Word if you have to, or whatever it is that you want to save as a file. But I want you to capture all of your back office info. That means deposits. Okay, that means withdrawals that may be pending. You might have done a withdrawal that was pending. Okay, it didn't go through, or it hadn't completed the process because at that particular time they went ahead and stopped all the activity. Okay, so I need you to know that. The last time, and I'm going to actually take you in, and all the accounts are still open, and you can see the messages on there. But I definitely want you to capture all of your back office info, deposits, withdrawals. If you have brought people in, I want you to go ahead and capture your referrals. I want you to capture your referrals information, deposits they made. Okay, I also want you to make sure that you capture all of the suitcases that you purchased. Okay, make sure you capture all of the suitcases that you purchased. Make sure to capture your graphing. Okay, all the information that actually is in your back office, make sure you capture your balance. I'm sorry guys, I didn't put that in there so you could see that. Make sure you capture your balance. Okay, okay, or balance to date. Balance to date. If you are due any bonuses, make sure you capture that you had bonuses pending. Okay, make sure you capture all of this information so that in the future, and I'm sure when they do transfers or whatever it is they might do, we all know how excuse me, we all know how computers are, programming is, glitch here, glitch that, whatever. This is something that you can have for yourself, personal documentation. If by any chance you need to connect and make sure that your account is accurate. Okay, this is very important. And make sure if you got a downline, make sure to repeat this to your downline. Give them the same information. Okay, give them the same information. If you want to, share this video with them. Again, like I said, the information that is actually going to be shared below this video is a combination of what the old Mr. V, our old owner, has actually given a statement and let you know exactly what this transformation means to him. And it's actually a personal message to all participants so that you're fully versed and well in the loop about why this transition has happened, what he foresees in this transition, and why, most importantly, he made the decision to move forward with the transition. Okay, so I want you to definitely take heed to all of that, guys. Take heed to that. And last but not least, please, by all means, reach out to me and get the information on how to diversify even more. Okay, now remember, I believe in multiple streams of income. There's no way around that, guys. There's no way around multiple streams of income. I mean, none whatsoever. There's no way around this. Okay, this is what will actually help you catapult to the next level, having multiple streams of income. I do not tell people to put something in just one basket and wait and see how something is going to turn out. I don't believe in that. What I do believe in is making sure that you have a healthy portfolio that will allow you to be able to feel comfortable, that will allow you to be able to, no matter what, if one or two things are in a hiatus, like we're experiencing right now with a AGAM, or one or two things might be going through an overhaul, or whatever it is that they're going through, that you still have a residual cash flow coming to you in a form that will make you comfortable for you and your family. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for listening in. I don't believe in all of the rubbish that is out there right now. And the reason why is because we're in a Facebook group of almost 1,000 people. We're very dedicated, and we also have members that are in that group that have gone further in details because they're located in certain areas where they're able to go and get this information, bring it back, authenticate it for us, validate it, so we're comfortable in the transition that's happening before us. Now, you might be asking, how long is this transition? Now, we do know that the DD itself could be up to 3 months. After that, it should be a matter of just changing over a few things, changing some hand, but that's why they mentioned 3 to 6 months. But before you know it, 3 to 6 months, if you go ahead right now, position yourself, align yourself with some other portfolios or backgrounds, or platforms, you will be earning on those anyway while we wait for a gum to blossom into the garden that we know that she will blossom into. So don't forget, reach out to me at askcassandragoode@gmail.com. Please click the link below. Check out the message that our past Mr. V, the owner of AGAM, has presented for you. If you have not seen it, if you're part of AGAM, if you're part of Questra, or you're not a part of us yet, what to look forward to in the very near future with confidence and conviction. Okay, well, this is Cassandra Goode. Guys, thank you so much for your patience tuning into my channel. I wanted to keep this as brief as possible, but just give you a little bit. This is not a whole bunch of hype and opinions. I'm not into that. I'm into only facts. That's what I have before you today. That's why I'm limiting it to just that. So if you can, go back, rewind, look through this video, look through the information that I have provided. Other information is a lot of hearsay. It's not factual. It hasn't been documented, and it hasn't been given approval in a sense where it's showing that it's actually coming from a source that we consider reliable. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. Y'all have a great evening, a great afternoon, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.